and new. Holly Holm is your women's UFC bantamweight champion. Holly, you said you had to be perfect, and you were from the beginning, from that very first bell. Tell me what the game plan was going in.
Well, we knew she would come kind of forward. She likes to do that. She likes to impose her will. She's not one that's going to sit back. That's what's made her a great champion. She's gone out there and done what she wants to do. We had days where we trained just that range. We had days where we trained right off the cage. We had days where we trained just the arm bars. And then there's days we did all of it, 5 hours in a row, you know. So it just, there were days I was so mentally exhausted, and I thought, you know what, if I can't focus right now, I'm not going to be able to do it then. And I put a lot of really hard work into it, and all of it definitely paid off.
It certainly paid off, and we can't mention game plans without mentioning your team and your coaches. Coach Winklejohn has been with you from the very beginning. We've got Greg Jackson, all your teammates in Albuquerque. How did they not only help you prepare physically for what she was going to bring to the octagon, but also mentally for this moment?
Oh, absolutely. They're the masterminds, and I could go on all day with that. But another thing is they've been able to take all these fighters and take them to the top, and so it's hard not to just want to believe in them. And they have a very good mindset of just being relaxed. You know, we get in there, and I think Greg today said, well, we're just here to beat up a girl today. You know, that's exactly what he said when he walked in. And it's good because we get so nervous, and it's nice just to have that kind of calm, collected, because you can really wear yourself out and just lose sight of the goal by getting so worked up. And so, you know, I love that they're so confident in me, and that helps a lot.
And you're confident in them. Also in Coach Izzy Style Wrestling, to go to Chicago and train with him, which paid off tonight.
Absolutely.
You proved something with your grappling.
Oh, it's, you know, it's just, they're such a great team together. Mr. Winklejohn is just such a mastermind, and he understands all that can come, you know, with all the rest of the takedowns and stuff. So he has a great mind of what striking to work on. He's not going to work on something that's not going to be transferable into MMA. It's not just, you know, a lot of people talk about my boxing career, but there's so much different things you have to watch out for in MMA. And you know, Greg Jackson is just a mastermind with kind of that whole transition and everything on the ground. And Izzy's just that kind of grind in the middle of it, you know, that takedown defense and everything, and just working off the cage. And it's been great, you know. I couldn't be surrounded by anybody better. And every single one of them has different personalities. Mr. Winklejohn's very plain and simple. If you just do this, Holly, you're going to win. And Greg's like, you know, you're doing great. It's going to come to you. He's very calm. And Izzy's charisma, you know, it's like, how do you not do well with that kind of help?
Absolutely. Now you finished her with a head kick. You've got these crazy kicks in your arsenal that people were kind of not ignoring, but weren't necessarily talking about as much as just your straight boxing. But you've had some crazy head kick knockouts before. Did you know that was going to win you the fight?
It was not the game plan. That's not what I was looking for.
Right.
Our whole game plan was definitely working on precision with a lot of things, and if the kick was there, we're going to take it. And it was there, it presented itself, and we were working on that in practice, you know. There's a lot of times to throw kicks and not to throw kicks, and you know, she's really good with trips, and she's really good with clinch and things like that, so you do have to be careful with them. But when they're open, they're open.
Did your boxing background help you with the pressures of this fight, with all of the things that surrounded it, even when you're standing in that octagon ready to be announced by Bruce Buffer? Did that experience kind of translate over for you?
Absolutely. That helped a lot. You know, I've been here before. I've had to face opposition before. I've been the underdog before. And guess what? The only way we did it is because we had a great hard work behind us and belief in ourselves, and we can do this.
You look like you were having fun on that walk to the octagon. Were you looking at the crowd? Were you enjoying the atmosphere, or were you zoned in on your mission?
I was just zoned in. I didn't want to look around and get too distracted. You know, I wanted to just kind of look at where we were going, get in there, and just make it happen.
Well, you did just that. A lot of people are already saying, oh, Ronda's probably going to want a rematch, not putting words into Ronda's mouth at all, but right. If she asked for that, would you be willing to fight sooner rather than later, or would you like a little bit of a break because of what went into this fight and promoting it?
You know, I never say when or pick fight when, none of that. I always just, whatever opportunity is there, I take it, and that is why I'm standing here tonight. If I would have been more cautious or more picky about things, I probably wouldn't have been taking this fight. It was soon, and then it was sooner, and, you know, and I just thought, you know, if you don't take the opportunities that are presented, then how are you ever going to get somewhere? So whatever comes, I'll take it.
What's the first thing you do when you go back to Albuquerque?
Gosh.
Green chilies?
Green chili and cheese over fries would be great.
All right, we'll make sure someone has that waiting for you at the airport. Congratulations, much deserved. Always a pleasure to talk to you, Holly.
Thank you so
the new
much.
champ.